Perry. I'd like to welcome you to the club on behalf of all involved. We are delighted to have you on board. Obviously, with the speculation and rumours flying around, was it a hard choice for you, and how did the move come along?
Well, obviously, familiar with the boys, we had 4 years at the Avenue. Last 2 seasons were quite successful. If circumstances hadn't changed, I'm pretty sure we'd all still be there right now. Pre-season wasn't great. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, so I decided to make my move early with Kristen. The offer the Hibs came for the first. It wasn't really an offer I could turn down at the time. Things were going well with them. Obviously, my work commitments changed, so I couldn't make it every week for the Hibs. And playing for their first with a competitive squad, it was hard for me to establish a place being there every other Saturday. It started off alright, but then as it progressed, I wasn't getting much game time. I had the offer from the club chairman, Tom Jackson, who I know very well. He came in and gave me an offer. I thought he said I could play every other week up front, which it's what I wanted at the Avenue, to play up front, to prove I'm a striker. I've got the opportunity from Tom, and I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect. So with such a big amount spent on the transfer of yourself from Cardiff Hibs to us, understood to be around 2 golden rupees and 3 chocolate coins, is there big pressure on your shoulders to deliver?
I wouldn't say so. The boys know I'm capable of. I think I've got better every game I played up front. I only had about half a season up top last season, finished second top scorer behind Quickie. I know. I think if I concentrate on my game, I'll score my goals, and I'll pay the price tag back.
Perfect. So, is there anything that you think to yourself that you bring different to the club that we haven't got at the moment?
I think, all the Avenue boys know I bring the passion. Tempers, flair, with me and Payno especially, a few times during 2 seasons together. I'll try and bring my Avenue passion in for the Pigeons, and bring commitment to the team.
Perfect. Going back to your career, what's your greatest achievement in your illustrated career so far?
It'd probably have to be last season. Almost done the treble with Avenue. We've done a great double. Scored a pretty good goal in the cup final. We didn't win in. It was a shame we never lost, but it was goal of the season. But there we go.
Perfect. Looking at the team you're going to be playing with this season, who are you looking forward to playing alongside, and why?
I'm looking forward to playing with Payno now. We're mates, because when we played for Avenue, we didn't really used to like each other. But a lot of stuff went on all day. I think we can sort of, get a good partnership going.
As you're with the new manager now, when you first spoke to him, what was his words to you?
It's Mo, isn't it?
Fair enough. Moving on. Who do you look up to as a footballer, and why?
I'd have to say Tom Jackson, if I'm honest. I'll never forget the day he scored the winner. I'm sure he doesn't let anyone forget the day he scored the winner against Butetown, that header. With his blockhead, he came in and absolutely tore all in the net. What's there not to aspire to be about Tom Jackson?
Nice, very nice. So obviously you said you're a striker. Is that your best position, do you believe, or have you got other positions where you can play in?
Pretty versatile. I can play a lot of positions. I can play on the wing. I don't mind that. I'd rather play up front. I believe that is my best position. Or I'd rather play more central than that wide.
Cool. A quick question: what come first, the pigeon or the egg?
I'm gonna have to go with the pigeon there, mate.
Cool. So I've had some songs sent in by some fans. This song is sent in by Mr. Calls. I don't know if you have an opinion on it, but here it goes. He plays on the left, he plays on the right. That boy Perry Williams makes Payno look shy. There's another one sent in by Mr. Calls. He looks like Jermaine. He plays like he's from Spain. Oh, Perry Williams, he's just insane. Any thoughts on those songs sent in by Mr. Calls?
Well, I agree with the first one. Do tend to make Payno look shy. Well, it is really. It's come from Adam Cole, so it's got to be true. He's a very good-looking boy as well.
Great.
From the mouth down.
Any final message you got for the fans?
Just Come on the fucking pigeons!
Congratulations, Mr. Omar, on your new position as team manager. How does it feel to get your first signing for the club? And in your opinion, what does Perry bring to the club?
Well, first of all, I'm delighted to be a manager of such a club. It's been a long journey to create this club and I've been part of it. But to be a manager is a big challenge for me. And bringing Perry to the club is obviously it's going to help us a lot by losing Nathan Quick. I mean, he's a great striker. He scored 12 goals in 4 matches. That's unbelievable. Losing him, it's been a big tragic for us. But we need to find a replacement. And the club is not about a player. It's about the whole fans and the supporters, and also the players, the managers, the chairman.
Cool. Have you got any pressure on your shoulders to lead the club to its first title in its first season, or is there no pressure at all?
I wouldn't say I've got pressure at all. I mean, we got such great players. Every time we've been winning, we're winning 7-0, 8-0, and last match 4-0. So I can see us finishing in the top 5 without any doubt.
Obviously, you were talking about previous results there. Have you been able to watch any performances? And if so, who's shining for you in the team at this early stage of the season?
I have been watching almost every match. I missed a few, I'm not going to lie, but there's no 1 or 2 players, there's few players, and I wouldn't like to name any of them.
That's fair. Have you got a specific style of play you wish to bring to the club, or are you going to leave the club in the same style as it is going in now?
Oh, that's a bit of a daft question. I haven't got a specific style. Every style relates to who we're playing and where we're playing and what kind of players we got.
That's cool. So, as a manager, who do you look up to in a professional game as the top of the game, and why do you look up to them?
I personally don't look at anyone. I'm the way I am, and that's me. I'm the special one.
Finally, what are your aims and ambitions for the club?
My aim is to get out of Division 3 because I personally don't think we belong there. We're just cruising at the moment, and I don't like that. I want to see the players go there challenging every game, and without a doubt I'm sure I will get out of this division.
Perfect. And finally, you can now reveal Mr. Williams' number and hand over the top to him.
Yeah, it's number 19, a special number for the club, and I'm delighted for him to join the club. And here we are.
Perfect. Thanks, lads.